It's over. It's over. It's officially over. Ruden Amorim has been sacked as Man United's manager. He was clearly rattled, fully rattled, talking about, I came here to be the manager, not the head coach. Started naming certain man, Thomas Tuchel, and all the rest of them. He's gone off the rails. And clearly we could see that there was something happening behind the scenes. I told man, we need that Amazon documentary to see what's been going on behind the scenes. Because clearly there's been a clash. There's been a clash in it. Woke up this morning, the news was broken. David Ornstein, Fabrizio Romano, all over the Twitter feeds, formerly known as Twitter X, all over the flipping feeds. It's going off. Sky Sports News breaking the news. Ruden Amorim has now been sacked as Man United manager after 14 months in charge. There's only one question to ask, really. Man United fans, myself included, did we really think he was going to last the time that his contract was saying that he should last for? Because I'm going to be honest, man, I don't think he was even the man for the job in the first place. But then again, who knows? Because there's also rumblings behind the scenes. We can't let Ineos get away with the criminal behavior that they've been getting away with for the past 14 months. Hiring Dan Ashworth after chasing him for 200 million years, firing him after 5 minutes. It's been crazy. More people getting moved on behind the scenes and whatnot. Tension building up between Jason Wilcox, Jim Radcliffe, Barada, seen arguing at one of the stands, or seems to be arguing. The crumbles, I feel like the crumbles have been in play for a while now. And I think that it was inevitable that this was gonna be the thing that we are seeing now, innit? With Ruden Amorim leaving. Now there's so many things that we can go into and talk about or whatever. Me personally, I don't believe in the 3-4-3 system at Man United. I don't think it works. I don't think we got the players to do it. I don't think Manchester United's DNA has been remotely close to that in the past. And many former players have come out and said it. Paul Scholes, Roy Keane, I think Roy Keane. But yeah, man, this is 3-4-3 has just not worked. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you lot, yeah. I've not really been liking what I've been seeing from Ruden Amorim lately. I don't like the 3-4-3 system. I personally don't think it works, yeah. Now we saw against Newcastle when he played 4 at the back in the first half. We played some of the best football that we've seen under Ruden Amorim. And then he goes into the second half, switches it back to 3-4-3, and we look at absolute shambles. And this same system has just not been working for Man United since he arrived. In fact, since he arrived, we've been on our worst ever performances of all time. Ruden Amorim as a manager has been the worst performing manager for Manchester United in the history of the club. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's call it how it is, man. And I personally feel like this is good news for Man United. There's a lot of people talking about how they don't like the cycle of bringing in managers, sacking managers, bringing in managers, sacking managers. And everyone's got the right to say that and feel that way, because I also feel the same way, innit? But we shouldn't just be giving time to people or managers that clearly don't seem to have the ability to sustain a level of competency. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't even remember the word I'm looking for, But we can't keep hiring managers and giving time to managers that clearly cannot steer the ship in the right direction, that clearly can't get these players, to play with a level of comfortability and sustainability. Like the results that we was that the results that we were dealing with was just not sustainable for the future of this club. And that's just the real. We can't expect big Man United to be drawing games. West Ham, Leeds, Wolves. How many more games do we need to go back and talk about where we've just dropped stupid points? Everton, 10 men. 10 men, Everton. It's just not been good enough. And I like Ruben Amorim as a person. But I just think as a manager, this club was too big for him right now in this particular time. I think this was too big of a job for my man to come into and succeed. And we're not going to let Ineos get away with it as well, because Ineos have got a big role to play in this. They've shown time and time again that they have been making mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. I just hope that this is not another one of them mistakes. I hope now they have a plan. I hope they're going to bring in somebody competent of taking this club forward and getting the right results that we would be happy with, and seeing the type of football that United fans would be happy with going forward. And hopefully getting back into Champions League and challenging for the top trophies. The cycle continues. I'm going to read out some stats. In fact, let's go and see what Fabrizio Romano had to say yesterday after the presser. It was crazy, but listen to this.
Managers, guys, today after Manchester United drew against Leeds United in difficult conditions because Man United had many players not available between injuries, AFCON and all the rest, what I can tell you is that the situation is really with some tension behind the scenes between the coach, Ruden Amorim, and the management. Ruden Amorim was not happy. You can see that. His words in press conference were quite strong. That's very clear. But also, you can see very clearly that Ruden Amorim is not happy with the process at the club in terms of probably bringing in new players. Man United were in for Antoine Semenyo. He decided to go to Manchester City. Then for Manchester United in this moment, it's not easy to find replacements for players who are wanted on the market, like Joshua Zirze, Kobe Mainoo, and the others. So at this stage, the market in Manchester United is on standby. Still nothing close, still nothing advanced. And probably Ruden Amorim is not so happy about that. So it's part of the game. Sometimes.
So yeah, just going to leave it at that. Yeah, clearly what you're trying to say is Ruben Amorim is not happy. And Fabrizio Romano said Ruben Amorim is unhappy with how the club is handling the transfer process. He has been clear he wants to play 3-4-3 and needs players suited to that system. Ineos. Internal talks are ongoing to see how United approach the transfer market. So right now it's all eyes on Ineos. What are they going to do? What are you lot going to do, Ineos? Barada, Wilcox, Jim Ratcliffe. What are you, man, going to do? It's all eyes on you lot now still, because you got rid of the manager that you lot wanted. You chased him. You said, come now. It's now or never. Middle of the season. You got him in. He led us to 15th. Finished the season on a minus goal difference. You backed him. You gave him some money to spend. 200 million or whatever. Bought in Sesko, Mbumo, Cunha, Lamens. And here we are. The 5th of January. He's sacked. After his outburst yesterday. He's sacked. What next? What next? Obviously, the news was broken this morning. David Ornstein breaking news. Manchester United sacked Amorim as head coach. The 40-year-old Portuguese informed of the decision, and goes with immediate effect after 14 months following breakdown in relations. Something was clearly going on behind the scenes. They were beefing behind the scenes. Fabrizio Romano said the same thing. Ruben Amorim has just been sacked by Manchester United. Decision made this morning. I'm going to say something so mad, yeah. It is. Ruben Amorim leaves Manchester United with a record of 1.24 points per game in the Premier League. That's the same as Alan Pardew, Chris Coleman, and Bruno Lage. I rest my case. This guy was clearly not the guy. He wasn't the guy. Listen, I don't care what formation you want to play at Man United. I don't give a shit. Big Man United should never be finishing 15th in the league. Big Man United do not win against a 10-man Everton. Big Man United don't drop points against the bottom of the club team in the league, described as the worst team the Premier League has ever seen in Wolves. Big Man United. I'm just saying it how it is. I don't care what kind of players you got on the pitch. I don't give a shit. Big Man United should not be going out of no cup against Grimsby Town. Big Man United. What are we talking about? What we talking about? Like, all these man that wanted to back Ruden Amorim and that, yeah? Where are you, man, now? You don't want to give him time and all the rest of it. Give what? You want to give a man time to, like, let us go right back to 15? We just dropped points. We dropped points against Leeds, battling relegation. We dropped points against West Ham, battling relegation. We dropped points against Wolves, worst team in Premier League history, bottom of the flipping table. It doesn't matter, like what your reasoning is, that you want to give a man time to see the process through, whatever. What process are you trying to see, bro? Like, what is it? You're saying man didn't get his players. Well, he's got good players already, bro. You can't get results with the players that you got. Cunha, Mbumo, Ahmad, Sesko, Bruno, Casemiro, Euro, De Ligt, Maguire. Like, bro, let's be real. Like, that team, yeah, that team right there, Kobe Mainu, and he's not even featuring, but that team is better than what the table shows. That team is better. Any manager that comes into Man United, yeah, with that squad of players, probably delivers better results. Probably plays 4-3-3 and gets them man kicking on. We don't know what their future looks like because we've seen it before, innit? I'm just saying, just think about it. With these players, especially the ones that we've added in the summer, why can we not get a better result with another manager? Why are they failing under Ruden Amorim? Let's not act like Ruden. We ain't seen Ruden Amorim taking off defenders to bring on more defenders when we're like trailing games and we need a goal. Instead of going attacking, you're going more defensive. You're swinging the momentum onto the other team. Let's not act like we've not seen him do that. Bare times, countless times. We spoke about it bare times. The media, the man them in the WhatsApp groups, the bloggers, Twitter, like everyone's been saying the same things. Let's not act like this guy has handled this team well, because he just hasn't, innit? He hasn't. So it was time for him to leave, man. I'm sorry, it was time for him to go. I'm not happy, yeah, that a manager's lost his job and that, yeah. But I'm not upset neither, fam. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not upset. Obviously, the Glazers, Ineos, they need to pattern up. You get me? But Ineos, directly, they need to pattern up. Wilcox and Barada and Radcliffe, them man, they need to. You get me? Ruden Amorim wasn't that guy. Whether you like him or not, and I didn't even hate him. I liked him still, but he weren't that guy, man. And there was no point giving him more time than he deserved. I don't care what players he wanted, whatever. He could have got all the players that he wanted, and maybe it would have been different. But with the players that you got right now, you should be getting better results. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. You know what time it is.